Hi. The act which we are going to understand is all about Disaster Management Act 2005. Legally speaking, this act is applied to whole of India. Okay. In this act, we have total of 11 chapter having 79 sections. Okay guys, let us have an overall understanding of the act. Let us see the hierarchy of power distributed. It's like national level, state level, district level, then finally local bodies who works in the real field. In the national level, you have National Disaster Management Authority, NDMA. The chairperson is Prime Minister. In state level, we have SDMA, State Disaster Management Authority, where Chief Minister is the chairperson. Following that, in district, we have District Disaster Management Authority, where collector or district magistrate, deputy commissioner, anyone will be the chairperson. Right? We have a National Institute of Disaster Management, where the capacity building is being focused by this management. Following that, we have National Disaster Response Force. They focus mainly on the response-based purpose. Following this, we have the act focuses like institutionally they focus on, legally they focus on, financially fund-wise they focus on. Finally, they have a coordination mechanism for all these hierarchy. The main purpose of this act is to have like management, monitor, like mitigation, reducing the effect. Then finally a response based on state level, district level, National Disaster Mitigation Fund. We have a separate fund being given by the district level person. According to the act, everything is based on national plan as well as state plan. Okay, let us move on to the next slide. The clues have a view at it. During disaster, how it will be the situation. The number of cases will be uncountable. The disease will be unexplained, like how it is, we can't predict it actually. Now let us move to the act structure. I have listed them, the name, power, the sections, finally the authority who is in charge of it. See, in first chapter we have the preliminary where it explains about the act name, the boundaries, finally definitions. Section 2A to T we have. In this will be like official gazette will be there, and this act will be officially will be notified there with the parliament procedure. This act will come into the force. Fine. Then chapter 2 NDMA, as I told you earlier, NDMA, SDMA and DDMA, all three have the same structure based power distribution. Like national wise they will be establishing it, they will have a meeting, they will appoint, they will have powers and functions, they will have a constitution of advisory committee where experts will be giving advices how to do, what to do, pre-planned ideas. And following that, we have National Executive Committee. Their powers and functions will be explained in the chapter 2. Following that, we have subcommittees where subcommittee members will be from expert and their fund, money, terms and everything will be explained in it. Then plans, ministry level, like a standard relief, the loan, sanction, everything will be explained in chapter 2. Similarly, we have in SDMA as well as in DDMA. Following that, we have fifth chapter, measurement by government for that is disaster management. Here both the central level response is important as well as the state level response is very important. Based on the department and the plan, everything, the ministry, department, everything will be working on this for the measurements, how to do during the disaster management. Following, we have local authorities where the functions will be explained. As I told you earlier, in national disaster management, Prime Minister will be the chairperson, 9 members will be there, and 1 member will be selected as vice chairperson. In this SDMA, we have Chief Minister as chairperson, 8 members will be there, in one person will be selected as vice chairperson. Following DDMA, we have a collector, district magistrate as a chairperson. Co-chairs will be the elected representatives. If it is a tribal, according to the 6th schedule, the chief executive member of the district council will be playing the role. That's it. Following, in local authorities, we have a district authority. This will be directed from DDMA, and trained officers will be in the field work. Fine. Moving with the 7th chapter, National Institute of Disaster Management. As I told you, name and officers members will be given. Central government will say how many members should be there, and what are the salary, etc., will be explained by them, the service terms and etc. And in 8th chapter, we have National Disaster Response Force, where the name and the control and directions will be explained in the sections 44 and 45 sections. And there will be central government, same, they will be giving how to play their role, responsibility for director general, like superintendent or commandant, supervision, or whatever, it will be decided by the central government. Fine. Moving with the 9th chapter, finance, accounts and audit. Here we have a central government. Everything will be consolidated by national authority. This will be moved to the parliament, and based on their own process, it will be allocated what the finance or fund or whatever it is. Moving with the 10th chapter, offense and penalties. If any false information or giving warnings which is not officially announced, or misuse of anything, officer or absent during the work, or orders has not been followed, like company permissions or notice or restriction, anything has been made, the offense and penalties will be explained completely in 10th chapter. Following, in 11th chapter, we have miscellaneous, where any ban or discrimination, if it's so going on, or power for central as well as rescue which is available, delegation powers, regulatory powers, state based as well as central based, resources available, the request, and what are the rules, report, court jurisdictions, good faith, what are the good faiths, what are the legal process, compensation, communication, decision, overriding, if it's everything will be explained in 11th, which it's all over the view of the act. Fine. For a small hint, I would like to say that in any act, definition plays very important role. See, I have displayed so from section 2A to 2T we have it. Some few important sections I have explained later. See, in section 2A, affected area means part by a disaster. 2B means capacity building, resource or trained persons. 2C means central government administrative control. 2D means a disaster. I have given in the next slide. Following that, 2E is a disaster management. I have given in the following slides. And 2F is like district authority. Subsection 1 of section 25 explains about it. And section 2G, district plan. It has been explained in 31. Local authority 2H has been explained in the following slide. Section 2I, mitigation, reducing the risk. How to reduce the risk, it will be explained in 2I. 2J, national authority, has been explained in section 3 of subsection 1. 2K is explained in National Executive Committee, subsection 1 of section 8. Following that, 2L, national plan, we have section 11 of whole of the country will be following this national plan only. Then section 2M, preparedness, readiness to deal, it will be given importance. Following that, prescribed by rules, what are the rules being given by the act, it will be following that. Okay, fine friends, we will continue in the other slide. Thank you very much.